Testing. Testing the audio while I extract some material from my equipment. Do 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 do. Do do do. Okay, looks like the audio is working. I shall adjust the tags in just a minute. Now I do that. Now I edit the tags because we're still not playing Kirby. And done. Okay, there we go. Everything should be up and running correctly. So with that being said, once again, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Yesterday, Final Fantasy XIV was offline because they were adding patch 7.2 to the game, which they have completed. And with it have come at least two small things that I can enjoy, even though I might not be able to enjoy a lot of the late game stuff. First off, when you are done sprinting, you now jog, which still increases the movement speed until you get into combat. So you don't have to worry about constantly hitting a sprint as much. Second, you can now summon your mount while you're moving, which means I won't interrupt my mount after 3 seconds of loading constantly, which is nice. But, in the meantime, since I'm here and can't do much of the new stuff, save for some of the quality of life improvements, today I shall be, at least at the start, continuing my quest as a Dragoon. I guess on my flying bed as well, which I hope is heated because it is very, very cold out. Wait, I know what to do. There we go. Now my bed is toasty. But yes, let us resume our quest to become a Dragoon. I shall learn Doom Spike. Delivers an attack of a potency of 110 to all enemies in a straight line. Ooh. Send you to my next trial. You are ever stronger, and I speak more than just the flesh. You are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azor Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my presiding feeling is one of relief. You must understand the mere thought that the eye would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by the dragons, filled me with the greatest of misgivings. Yet you have. But I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvements. Now, during our last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of the Dragoons. You will recall how Hearth heroically triumphed over the great worm Nihog, and Ishgard came in possession of the eye. Tell me, do you believe that these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this because few folks have seen dragons with the flesh besides the Ishgards, and most would as soon dismiss them as product of the imagination. The last dragons are no less real than you and I, with Nidhogg perhaps the most real of all. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgards is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more. The time is 20 summers past, and the place is Dravania. After a century in slumber, Nihog awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of his kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard, raging infernos painting the belly of the sky in angry red, the agonizing screams of innocence fading into deathly silence. In my station as Azor Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all these horrors. But there was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Nihog lingered in one place only long enough to lay it to waste, and when he took wing, so too did I pursue him, a man possessed. The game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed like an eternity before I found myself face to face with the Great Worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement on the edge of Korothos, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now if it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my last ounce of strength, I wagered all on a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh insensate. In that instant, I thought myself surely doomed. But Hello was not finished with me. Having lost his taste for battle, Nihog let loose a blood-curdling roar before fleeing to the sky, with the battle being over. I do not perish my injuries. I rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was a Zora Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I failed to protect. That last conflict with the dragons of Draven left countless orphans in its wake. Estuin is one of them, the sole survivor of Fendale, the final village that suffered his wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took him as my own son, instructing him in the ways of the dragoon when he was an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of compassion, but of guilt, my guilt of having failed them. But alas, I have failed. I also failed him as a father. For what matter of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen. Ah, you heard me right. All of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little unless of the minds of dragons, it's conceivable that the disturbance surrounding his stolen eye will rouse Nihog to awaken once more. That his kin have already stirred from their slumber serves as a fair warning. Time is not on our side, fortunately. It would seem you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Witchtrop, where the night Stewie awaits you my arrival. Nation is dependent on you. Got it. I keep forgetting that I can actually move now with my mount summoning. Whee! I swear this looks like I'm driving a go-kart in Mario Kart. Do. Whee! Oh, not this place again. Or is this a slightly different place? Yes, as long as these level 38s don't interfere. You are the one who would aspire to be a Zora Dragoon? Why not you in Ishgard? If you truly possess the power that sees in you, then prove to me your lance. On guard! Lightning Straggler. Doink! Oh, there's a bunch of them. Great, now one of the Void guys is joining as well. So if I die because of that... At least I'm better equipped level-wise to handle it this time. Go away. You already caused me to die the last time I had a trial because you interfered when I was like level 35. Not having you kill me again. Die. Oh. I saw a red circle for a minute. I thought it was connection error. That's strength. I've not seen it since Instant himself stood before me. Perhaps Sir Albrecht was of the right of it after all. Return and show your crystal, and I've no doubt he will be pleased. Okay. Oh. I'm getting a lag spike. I wonder if the lag spike is because there's a lot of people online doing the new content that I can't access yet. Whee! His music is entirely too cheery for the fact that I'm riding a giant eyeball monster. Okay. You've passed another trial with flying colors. The day when you may stand before insane is equal, it's not far off. When the day comes, the eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this. You must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training. You can do no more on your own. Seek me out once more. Got it. I just imagine I come back to him when I'm like 100 level 120 or something. It's like, hey, I can't do anymore. Inner dragon grows stronger. Let's try out this new ability. Oh, wrong button. Need to go find something to poke with my spear. Ah, that works. Ooh, very nice. Goodbye, Mr. Snow Wolf. Oh, I am level 42, and I can access the hunting log. Isle of Umbra. Nah, I think I'll hold off on doing the hunting quest and such for now. The question is, what else do I do today? No, I don't have any other quests for the warrior. Oh, that's right, I do have the final level 50 quest required for my bard. So why don't we go and make some music? Requiem for the Fallen. I keep freezing in place because I forget that I can now move with my summon. Yes, let's go see my bard friend because it is time to complete his final quest. For now, which will get me the coral shirt, the bard's attire coffer, and battle voice. Increases direct hit rate of self and all nearby party members by 20%. That would be very handy if I had a lancer in my party, given how much I was struggling to actually land blows with a lancer in some of the last streams. You've done well, my young apprentice. In returning with the coral attire, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further reason to withhold from you the existence of the final piece in this set, the piece that has brought us together. Listen well, when I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the 12's Wood. That I now forsake my oath is for no other reason than to impart my knowledge to the one who would succeed me. Lest you wonder why I should deem that so important, permit me to relate you an event which brought about a great change in me. It was my most recent journey taking me to Ulda, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace one early morn. Browsing the wares on display, my eyes were met with a relic from my past, a piece of the coral attire they discarded decades before, countless moms away. I felt that at once that it was not mere chance that reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with merry applause. Holding the garment in my hands, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived in the 12's Wood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills. Amongst those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry and verse. Sorely discouraged and regretting my decision, I made to strike camp and leave the 12's Wood once more, never to return. It was then that you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I am fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Her coming has instilled in me the courage to attend that matter of which I spoke earlier. I am ready to make the pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I have been haunted by visions of my fallen comrades, torments graven upon their bloodied faces. Lest I hope but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land aimlessly seeking a place to die, but the heavens denied me even that. Yet just when it seemed despair would draw me wholly into its black abyss, never to emerge, a melody resounded within me. It was then that I awakened to the power of song and found a new purpose in life. I embarked upon a journey to master such verses as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I might lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It's taken long years, but now I believe I can offer a requiem worthy to my comrades. To do so, however, I require one last favor of you, Aura. I'd have you escort me to the west of the observatorium in the coldest central highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Your presence kindles within me the courage that I had lost. I would have none other by my side as I undertake this pilgrimage. Now I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once I arrive, I ask you to pay your respects with another banquet of nymph and lilies. When my requiem is sung, you shall have the final piece of the choral's attire. Heed me, O puissant Lakit. Reverse thee the dance of stars and thwart the night sky, that we might ease the suffering of souls long departed. Nope, I was just up there. Whee! Oh, wrong way. Onward, Fluttershy. Oh, and there's just someone floating around with a golden wolf up here. Or... I know it's a dog, I just don't know what kind of dog. Da 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 da. Lay the lilies, and let us begin the final battle of the level 50 Archer's quest. The question is, what will happen? I'll be honest, I have no idea. I love how this outfit you can actually see the rings I'm wearing. More of these guys. Can't you just leave us alone? Foes seem determined to decline to listen to parley. Must survive this horror. My soul is overburdened with the depths of too many dear companions. Why are they even so close to the settlement at all? You would think that the Ishgardians would be attacking. Ow. Why is it not letting me do anything? Yeah. There we go. Duty complete. Or without you, I'd not be standing here this day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, my friends, I have kept you waiting over long. Nice shot. Give you praise. I can wield my bow once more. Wield it in protection of another. It was you, young one, who helped me to remember how. Known for some time, but your presence is a salve for the wound in my soul. Your coming has delivered me from the nightmares of my past. Worthy successor, I shall entrust to you the final piece of the choral attire. Don it and go forth to fill the hearts of men with your courage and purpose. Though the seasons may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eyes, so long as there is life, there is reason to hope. Thank you, Aura, for showing me this truth. The truth of this. What of my comrades upon my hands? To simply draw breath racked me with such guilt that I could not bear, but the time for mourning is past. I shall take up a bow once more, and lend what aid I can to the gods' quiver. In fighting for those who yet live, I do my fallen comrades greatest honor. Another melody resounds within you, I see. There is not more I can impart to you. As equals, let us go give praise to life and the joy that it brings. In the Opotaka, turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might exalt the glory of all creation. In the exalted name we sing, that the living may savor life and the departed know true peace. Your compassion unlocks an ancient melody within the crystal. Thank you again, Aura. You have blessed this fool with a gentle touch of salvation. Zoria awaits. Go forth now and inspire endless hope and courage in the beauty of your songs. May we one day meet again. Bye bye. Faint voice carried on the winds of time. That concludes the Bard quest. You must first meet the following requirements. Must have completed before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Bard quest will become available from Chetel. A Bard's Tale 1. Okay. Not bad, not bad. But first, let's see my new gear. Ooh! I forgot that I had this hat from one of the dungeons. Very fancy, very fancy. I do kind of like it. Let me check out the Coral's hat, though. Ah, okay. Not bad at all. But first, actually, let's check out the inventory, because I now have a new treasure coffer. And then if I equip all this... Oh! So it's similar to the other armor. It's different and a higher level, but mostly the same. Although I do kind of like the pink. Ah. And with that, my journey as a bard has come to a close. But now the question is, what do I do now? Do I continue barding? Oh, of course I'm going to continue leveling up the bard, but probably not right now. So the question then is, what do I do? Oh, right, I'm not in a place of a crystal. I think I'm actually going to return to... what is it? To Thailand, and I think I'm actually going to continue with the main story quest now.